All right, good morning. I mean, really good morning. It's about 5 o'clock in the morning here. But I wanted to make sure that I got this video out to you and showed you everything that was in my pantry from the summer before we really started tapping into all of this. So, all right, we're gonna start off with the Cowboy Candy here. I think I'm gonna make a second batch of this. If you're not familiar with Cowboy Candy, it's basically jalapenos in a sugar brine. It's really, really good if you like sweet and spicy. I was talking to a friend about the jalapenos that we're growing this year, and she said because of the hot, well, obviously hot summer, but like really hot summer and the dry season, that the jalapenos are just extra spicy because of the weather. And I felt like I tasted that with my jalapenos this year. And let me know if that's something that's happening around where you guys are. But it seems just really extra spicy this year than usual. But this is great on sandwiches, and I've been currently eating it on a piece of cheese and just sort of wrapping it up. But very, very tasty, very good. Also, because there's always extra brine left over with the Cowboy Candy, and I can that. I don't waste it. I don't throw it away, because you could actually use this as a marinade for your chicken. And I mean, it's just always good to have out and just pour it on top of chicken breasts and cook it up like that. Next up, I have some Jalapeno Pepper Jam. And I'm really excited about this one. I think it's beautiful in a jar. It's very aesthetically pleasing to me. I don't even want to touch it because I think it's so pretty. I mean, everybody's been saying to eat it with like crackers and cream cheese. This is my first time canning this type, so I'm excited to taste this and try it. If you guys have any other ways that you eat yours, or do you drizzle it? I think I heard of someone saying that they warm it up and they drizzle it on top of something. But if you have any suggestions on how you eat it, definitely let me know. The canned Sofrito. I am so happy with the results of this recipe. I worked really hard in trying to find a way to do it. I don't know if there's other existing ones. I tried looking. I'm pretty sure someone's done it, but very happy with it because I don't like the ice cubes, though that works for some people too, putting the Sofrito in ice cubes and freezing it that way, or they just put it in like an old butter bin, solid like that, and you have to kind of chop and chip away at it. I don't really like doing that, so you know, being able to can it and just pop it open, and it's a lot more fresh than the canned Sofrito that you would get at the store. So I am really pleased with the way that this turned out. If you're unfamiliar with this, it's a great spice that I put in, you know, rice and beans, or just regular beans to add on top of a white rice, or even my husband likes to put it on chicken on the grill, and that tastes really, really good. Just gives it a good flavor. I always have to have strawberry jam in my pantry because we go through it a lot. I only have like maybe 6 jars, but I have a ton of frozen strawberries in my freezer that I'll do throughout the winter. There is nothing like opening up a fresh jar of strawberry jam. My daughter opened one up yesterday and she's like, it looks so good and so fresh. And we put this, you know, eat it with PB&J, peanut butter and jelly, and with oatmeal as a fruit, and it sweetens it up and tastes really good. Also have some chicken broth. I'm gonna use this for so many things. The last thing I used this for was when my son got sick, warmed it up, put a little salt and pepper, and you know, helps with hydration and electrolytes. And I just really like to always have this in my pantry. Soups, stews. I like to make the chicken stock myself. I don't know, there's something about it cooking on top of the stove and knowing that I'm controlling all the sodium and everything that's in it. Also the soup. I've been canning soup like crazy, and it is a really good convenience food to have. I know you can buy soups at the store. A lot of people ask me that, you know, why would you can it? Like when you can buy all these things at the store. And I guess it's just because I enjoy the hard work. I enjoy being able to have fresh food at its prime. Also, I can control what's in my food. I like to know what's in it. So when it comes to the soups, it's probably one of the most things I'm excited about in my pantry, just because of how convenient it is as a full meal. On a cold day, being able to come downstairs and break one of these guys open and warm it up is just very comforting for me. And to also know that I have a ready meal anytime I need it is great. This is taco soup. This is great. We put this, you know, in a bowl. We'll put like cheese, sour cream, sometimes jalapenos. I don't know if you're noticing a theme here of hot things, but we like spicy foods and hot foods. But still really good. This one is made with chicken. You can do it with beef. Chili. Canned a lot of chili. Well, I had a lot of chili. I had like 10 jars, but now I'm down to 2. So I think I'll be making some more of that. But I'm happy to have it in the pantry. I have some whole tomatoes here. I kind of have tomatoes scattered all around the pantry. These are just whole tomatoes. Carrots. I always like the way carrots look in a jar. They're so beautiful. Tomato sauce. Last year my tomatoes were really watery. And I think maybe I could have cooked it down a little bit more, but still it worked just as nice for what I needed it for. Another soup. This is kind of like the revised version. Last year I made ham, potato, corn, and carrot soup. And this year I added white beans to it. And oh my gosh, it just made all the difference. A lot more filling. And I mean, the kids love it. And the way to cook this is great. You just put a ham hock in the crock pot overnight. And oh my gosh, you kind of smell it all night and you're starving. You wake up and just the whole house smells of this just amazing ham hock. And then you just pull it all apart and add all the ingredients to it. Applesauce. I think I'll make more in October. So I have a couple jars left of last year. I do still have my water glassed eggs, and I just think they are so beautiful in the jar. And I don't tap into these guys unless I absolutely have to. You know, if I don't have an egg and I know that this is down here, and then I can do that. So I've used a couple of them, but I try not to, because I know that this can stay for a year preserved in the line. Also, I think I have one last jar of the infamous canned pickled eggs. We've been eating a lot of this. The longer they stay, like the more, I mean, it is a complete vinegar brine. So they taste more vinegary, and they kind of have a spritzy sort of a taste as well. So we've been cutting these guys up in salads and using them that way. If not, then I just put it on a plate, just cut it up and eat it with some jalapenos. Right here on this shelf, I have most of all my tomato products. I have a couple quarts of just diced or crushed tomatoes that came out really, really well. And I used my Tatler lids for this can, and I'm really pleased with them. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Tatler lids, but they're reusable lids. And I'm pleased with them. I like the way that they've sealed and held up for me. They are also really pretty. I know that sounds kind of weird, but like when I compare it to the lid to one of these, this just looks really pretty on the shelf. I don't know, it's just when they're all together, all the Tatler lids, it just looks really professional, kind of like a professional look. But yes, always, always, always I have tomatoes, because I can just turn this into so many different things. If I want to make a sauce, chilies, soups, if I even wanted to make more salsa with it, I mean, you name it. I mean, tomatoes are huge for me to be able to have throughout the winter. All of this is salsa. We eat a ton of salsa, and you know, I don't have like a recipe. I cheat with this, if you want to call it cheating. It's still work. You're cutting a ton of tomatoes. I just use a Mrs. Wages package, and that's worked for us. I've thought about, you know, making a salsa by cutting up all, you know, the peppers and onions, but I mean, this works for us, so I don't know why change it, you know? We have some more crushed tomatoes. Like I said, I kind of have tomatoes around here everywhere. And then I had a lot of cherry tomatoes. So this is the first year I canned cherry tomatoes. And I knew that they were going to be really watery, because normally I would freeze them and just use them like that. But I was like, you know, I'll just try to can it this year. So this is how this jar came out. And then the other jar came out like this. And I really think that, I mean, I canned them the exact same way, and I was shoving these tomatoes in the jar, and yet I still have one that has a lot more liquid. So I'm not sure what happened with that, but I don't know if it's worth canning again, because it just seems like this is a waste of a jar. I don't know. And if you guys can your cherry tomatoes, what do you do with yours that maybe it's not so liquidy? And just how do you use yours in general? I also canned some really beautiful tomato juice that I'm excited about. Again, I don't know if it was a dry summer, but for some reason when I canned my tomato juice, and actually all of my tomatoes, it seemed like the color came out super vibrant this year and bright. But that's fine, it works for me. It looks beautiful, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna taste really well. Right here, I've got my pickled beets, and I'm always pleased every year with how they turn out. We've always have these in our pantry. A lot of times just pickle, you know, eggs, or put them on top of salads, or just eat them as they are with just some salt and pepper. I'm very fortunate that I was able to get some green beans in my pantry. I had some really good friends that allowed me to pick from their garden, and, you know, was able to keep the harvest, which was such a blessing, you know. It's free food, and I was happy to help them pick, because, you know, if you don't pick, then it doesn't produce. So I was able to have these green beans, and also from the Amish as well. I did have some siphoning problems this year. And again, you know, I mean, I've been canning for, what, 13 years now, and I still have siphoning issues every once in a while, and I keep looking it up, and some years I'll have it, some years I don't. But just like with this jar right here, I lost a lot of liquid on the top, but it's still good. You know, we'll still eat it, but yeah, it just seems to be one of those things that I can't seem to master completely. So it's different with, you know, the foods, or how long I don't know. Each food is different. A ton of pickles. I don't know. I just went crazy over pickles this year. I think it's because the Amish lady that I buy my pickles from, she grows this specific cucumber called Palace King cucumbers. And I'll tell you, they are the best pickling cucumber that I have ever come across. I mean, my husband was like, do we have any more of those? And I'm just like, no, I've canned them all. But I think I am really going to try to grow those next year, because I mean, they are just super, super crispy, and the skins on them are really thin. I have some that, well, these are not Palace King. These are just regular pickles. But as far as pickles go, I have some that are whole, and then all the ones that are speared, they're all the Palace King pickles. Here's the thing, I got lazy with my last can. I must have canned maybe 50 jars of pickles, and you know, you reap the consequences of your laziness. I ran out of white vinegar, and then I was just like, well, I could put a cup of apple cider vinegar wrong, very wrong. I don't know if you could see the color difference here, but this is the regular recipe with, you know, white vinegar, and this is the one with apple cider vinegar. Right off the bat, you could see that the color is different here. And I did taste them, the ones with the cider in them, and they're, I mean, I should have known. I just should have known it tastes a lot different, but you know, we'll still eat these. Now, I know this isn't food, but this is something that I put in half-gallon jars, and that would be my laundry soap. I always have this on hand, and I like to use this especially for things that are really stinky, like football clothes. This really helps get out the smell of stuff like that, and I think it's because of the citronella that's in it, but this works really well. All right, that's what I have in my pantry from this summer. I probably won't pick up any more canning until October, so I'm definitely happy for a little bit of a break. So anyway, I hope you guys have a great week, and as always, take care and God bless.